Good evening, and welcome. Grab a drink, take a seat, relax, and come talk with me about Amazon Prime's original, Invincible. Invincible was awesome. The animation was killer, despite some shortcuts being taken. It's still one of the best animated pieces of media I've ever seen, next to, of course, Avatar: The Last Airbender and Hellsing Ultimate and the classics Akira. It's a very refreshing story and commentary on superheroes in real-world settings. We have things like the MCU and the DCU, of course, that kind of hint at those things. Invincible explores more the fact that if superheroes really existed, all of us regular people would be but fucking cannon fodder in the main hero's arc, or any hero's arc, really. Invincible also explores having a fucking great supporting cast. We've got other shows that experiment with this paper mache-ness that we are as mortals next to these godlike figures. It's The Boys. However, I am not one for The Boys' supporting cast. It's lackluster and it's kind of just there to give Butcher and I can't remember Dennis Quaid's son's name in the show, but it gives them basically some people to bounce lines off of, as their charisma carries most things. But as for Invincible's supporting cast is phenomenal. The best friend and the shortly lived prospect arc that he had with the guy at the college, and Adam Eve, which was just a fucking cool ass spin on the name Adam Eve, like, because she does matter manipulation. It was fucking awesome. And the little B-list Teen Titans, basically, that we got in the show, they were a lot of fun. Rex started off as this huge douchebag, but somehow the writers still made him really likable and really empathetic kind of thing. And he had a great arc that wasn't fucking shoved down my throat in the second to last episode. It actually panned out. It actually worked in the show. And then we got Omni-Man, who is, holy shit, the best fucking antagonist of all goddamn time. And I never knew that I needed to see basically Superman with a mustache. Release the fucking mustache cut, Snyder. I want to see that as well. We got the 4-hour long one. Great. Fucking huge. Loved it. Loved every goddamn second of it. More superhero media needs to be longer form. But where's my mustache cut? Where's my Henry Cavill with that gorgeous stash? Also, Mission Impossible Fallout. He had the gorgeous stash. It was great. Anyway, let's slow down a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's explore things one at a time as we kind of go through Invincible a little bit. I give every new show I watch the one episode, where typically I'll watch one episode, and if it doesn't hook me immediately, that's going to be a note from me, dog. I don't tend to keep watching. But with Invincible, I fucked that rule up. Through some crazy weird circumstances, I watched the third episode. I think it was the third. It might have been the second. But the third episode, I didn't watch the first episode, damn it. I watched something out of order. What I got was this really cool, fun, cold open where this, I think they're the Guardians of the Globe, are completely eviscerated, murdered. And I was like, whoa, this show was going hey, let's take something that and this superhero media that we're all super familiar with. Let's take that and just assume that everybody already fucking knows everything about it. And then let's Let's turn it on its head. Let's do some crazy shit with it. I got super stoked. I was like, abso-fucking-lutely, this show is here. I'm ready for it right now. Mind you, I didn't read the comic. I know nothing about the comic. But then, after this really exciting opener to this show that I unwittingly was watching out of order, I got my introduction to the main character, Mark. And I immediately knew that I had to have been watching the show out of order, because there was no fucking way that this show was gonna give me an opener like that, gonna hook me like that, and then give me some fucking white bread ass regular Peter Parker archetype that I've seen 1,000 times in every other superhero thing. Mark expected his powers to come, whereas Peter Parker, the powers were just bestowed upon him by the universe or whatever, or the Spider-Verse or whatever. And you know what? To my surprise, they did a pretty good job on selling me something that I've already bought before, changing it a little bit and making it seem new. He is that archetype. He is that character we've seen 1,000 times. And yet somehow, Invincible still fucking nailed it for me. I loved it. Which leads me now to where they didn't nail it. So, there's a lot of hate flying around for Amber right now, I've seen. And some of which I agree with, and some of which I don't, and some of which I strongly disagree with. She was definitely not handled properly when it comes to establishing a character that I can empathize with, personally. And maybe that's not the case for other people, of course. But the show definitely did a good job of subverting my expectations when it came to this obviously like regular superhero story we were getting. Like the superhero's secret identity trope thing that they were delving into. It's this thing we've seen 1,000 times with Peter Parker. But this time, instead of subverting my expectations in a way that made me go, oh, they subverted my expectations in a way that made me go, she's kind of a dick. Like, she set that guy up to lie to her, and she knew that he needed to lie to her because, you know, like, this secret identity thing. But no, instead she wants to basically set him up for 3 weeks. Now, don't get me wrong. I also fully understand. I think that Amber's initial reaction to being lied to is completely understandable. I think they literally could have taken that same subversion and just placed it at a different point in time in the show, and it would have worked. For example, the final moment when she's basically calling him out on his lies, they're at the college campus. And she says, where have you been? Where the fuck did you go? You abandoned us. And he's like, oh no, I went to go find the damn, the security guards. I'm not a superhero. She should have been like, no, fuck that. You are a superhero. Just quit lying to me. Tell me the truth. And that would have hit way fucking harder in the show. I'd have goddamn stood up and cheered in my living room. But no, instead they took a character who they were doing good with and turned her into an asshole. And that's not nailing it, my guy. Hold on, I need another drink. I have always loved visceral violence. I love the Saw movies. I loved Prototype. If it had dismemberment on it on Newgrounds back in the day, I was fucking all over it. It was my shit. However, as of late, my tolerance for the innocent people dying in horrific, horrendous, horrifying ways has gone rather low. Because, I don't know, I watched the first 10 to 15 minutes of a Criminal Minds episode. I am that random guy that is eviscerated in his living room just after seeing his baby. I don't know, man. Like some horrifying shit. What they put on that goddamn network television. That shit you see on Criminal Minds. That's what I think of. I think that I'm that person. And so I've gotten really nice. Smexy. I've watched these things and immediately think of my kid and be like, oh shit, like, that's terrifying. It turns my stomach. I can't even think about it. So now I'm very, like, selective of the violence that I subject myself to. It needs to be on purpose. And god damn it, Invincible's violence was over the fucking top. And I loved every second of it. I liked it because of the story it told, because of the device it was being. I watch these shows and I look down at my son and it fucking terrifies me because, you know, they are literally depicting the everyday people that I am, that we are, that my family is. And I think that's what makes Invincible's violence hit me even harder. Because in the last episode, the violence is no longer random threats. It's no longer nameless fucking nobodies on the side of the street being eviscerated. No, it's a fight between father and son. It's a fight between family. You know, I would argue that Invincible is a story about family persevering. The moment where Omni-Man realizes while he's beating the rocket snot shit out of Mark that this is his son. This is his own flesh and blood. The sum of him and his wife. And he stops for a moment. And honestly, in that moment, I looked down at my son and I wept. Because fuck, that's overwhelming. Omni-Man, despite this thousands of years old purpose that he had, Omni-Man still loved his son. That's worth talking about. Until next time. Good night, everyone.